Good morning, this is Dwayne, and today I'd like to talk about 3 ways to spice up your minor chords. 3 ways to spice up your minor chords. Now there's more than 3 ways, but I'm just going to cover 3 ways today. Let's take a typical minor chord. I'll take A minor, that's probably the simplest. You can take any minor chord, D minor, E minor, F minor, C minor, D flat minor, whatever you want, but I'll just make it clear by playing A, C, and E. That's the A minor chord, which is relative to C major, as you know. Okay, so one way to spice up a minor chord is to add a color tone of some sort, one or more color tones. So if I add a 7th to that, see if I'm playing an A octave in the left hand and an A chord in the right hand, and if I had a 7th, that immediately makes it more mellow, doesn't it? If I add a 9th, that really makes it a lot more complex. Okay, listen to this. That's a lot more complex than just makes the intrigue better. Now, if I was playing in church and I was playing I wouldn't want that complexity. I want it straight and simple. But if I'm playing something, more jazz oriented or pop oriented, then I may want to add those color tones. So you can add color tones such as a 9th or a 7th or both. You can add a 6th. That really makes it very colorful with the 6th. You can even add a 4th. It's surprising, but if you add a 4th along with it, you have a real complex chord there. And it makes it way more interesting than just a plain A minor chord. Okay, so that's one way you can add color tones. The next way is related to that, except they're called passing tones. You can take, say, a 9th or a 2nd and pass to the root. Listen, you've heard this. You pass one color tone, like a 9th, to the root, or a 7th to the root, or you add the 7th, major 7th. You see that? So by adding a passing tone, you make the chord more interesting right away too. And the third way is to use a crunch. A crunch is where you slide off one or more black keys, like that. You crunch the chord. Could be that black key. Could that be black key? It kind of depends on where you're at. Depends what you're playing, but if you're playing a jazz-oriented tune, then you definitely want that crunch sound sometimes. Not all the time, but once in a while, okay? Now, crunch can be sliding off a black key, or it could be as simple as breaking the chord up from the top down. And I encourage you to experiment a little bit and try all those ways. Okay, so 3 basic ways to spice up a minor chord. One is to add a color tone of some sort, such as a 7th, a 6th, or a 9th, or all of the above. Second way is to use color tones as passing tones. And the third way is to use a crunch of some sort. Okay, that's it for today. If you enjoy these simple little piano tips, come on over to playpiano.com and sign up for our free piano tips, because they're free. So thanks. See you there. Bye-bye.